Let's see. Ooh, there's the sign. That's the sign that I look for all the time. You are live. You are live. And so here I am live on the Livingston Taylor Show. Oh, yeah. In case you sort of just, I don't know how you would have come here without knowing who Livingston Taylor is. But if you did, I'm Livingston Taylor. Oh, how could have that happened? Oh, you could have been walking by somebody else's computer and they went to do something else and left the computer here. And then all of a sudden you say, who's this guy? And it's Livingston Taylor. And this is the Livingston Taylor Show. This is my guitar. By the way, this guitar sounds good when I'm playing it for me. But when I'm playing it for me and for you, it sounds so good. Okay, I got to get the okay from the producer. Can I start my show?
Yeah,
As I like to say, it's the Livingston Taylor Show. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. You never know where it's gonna go. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. Is he sinking in a boat? Is he crashing in a plane? Does he even understand that the devil loves the rain? Is he casually eccentric or actually insane? What stork brought that brain? It's the Livingston Taylor Show. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. You never know where it's gonna go. Oh, it's the Livingston Taylor Show. All right, it's the Livingston Taylor Show, sponsored today by, as always, WMVY, listener-supported radio from Martha's Vineyard Island. And that's mvyradio.org. Also brought to you today by the Outermost Inn. Now, the Outermost Inn, if you get a map of Martha's Vineyard and you go to the far southwest, there's a town called Aquina. And in Aquina is my brother Hugh, my little brother Hugh's inn. It's called the Outermost Inn. And these days they have lunch Tuesday through Saturday.
no, lunch is Thursday to Saturday.
Oh, lunch is Thursday to Saturday, 11 to 2. And then brunch on Sundays, that's 10:30 to 2. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 11 to 2. Brunch is 10 to 2 on Sunday. And by the way, it's basically run these days by my niece, Alexandra. and she just does a great job. Also brought to you today by World Central Kitchen, WCK.org. Now, World Central Kitchen, Gail and I were in Morocco, and we did some volunteer work for World Central Kitchen. And of course, my idea of being a good human being is when I don't drive over a pedestrian in Harvard Square. But the producer and I went to work for World Central Kitchen for a few days in Morocco, and we really had a wonderful time. This is a great charity. They are on the ground in Acapulco for hurricane relief. They are in Gaza and Israel doing feeding people there. This is a wonderful organization. All right, excellent news. Excellent news. This is a song I like to sing. Okay, I may be stretching these lyrics. I may be asking a little much from you people to sing this song, which is called Never Lose Hope. You might be tempted these days, but don't do it. You can do it till the dream comes true. You can do it till the sky goes blue. I know it's dark, but in your heart there's a light that will see you through. Here's a melody to help you cope, even when you're at the itty-bitty end of your rope. Jump up, join in again, shoulders up, stick out your chin, elbow grease and soap. Never lose hope. Open up and start to breathe. Wear your heart upon your sleeve. Follow the fairy tale down the winding trail. Hold on and believe. Show them all what you're of. That the only choice is love. And if they ask if you're afraid not to join the big parade, you can just tell them, nope, never lose hope. The new year starts tomorrow. The past is done its worst. No need to hide, the world's so wide. Water for your thirst. Hey, even Boston lost its curse. Saddle up and start to ride. Giddy up, you found your stride. Follow away to that beautiful day. It was all inside. You toughed it out and made it through. And you stayed true to you. You're on the other side. You left behind your foolish pride. Your name's in the envelope. Oh, never lose. Oh, never, never. Oh, never lose. Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh, gosh, I love singing that song. Never lose hope. You're on the other side. You left behind your foolish pride. Your name's in the envelope. And by the way, if you think I was reaching to come up with that lyric, boy, are you right. I was at my fingers were at the bottom of that pickle jar looking for that one. All right, what else do we have? Ooh, another favorite of mine. If I don't get my fingering hand, my producer gets a whole raft of uh, notes saying, let's see what chord he's playing. And if you're looking and you know what chord I'm playing, you might as well send that along as well, because I don't have a clue. 8 hours with a shovel in the city's summer sun. Aching arms and dusty boots and a job that won't get done. 2 weeks pay spent yesterday and a 3-change bus ride home. The fading gray of a long hard day, not a thing to call your own. And the boy turns and asks his old dad, he says, are you glad for the kind of life you've had? And he says, life is good. Spring is in the air. You got your box in your pocket, a little bit of brill cream in your hair. Oh, life is good when you're proud of what you do. Now giving your all to others and it all comes back to you. Some guys are handsome, they make friends all the time. They always got a buddy and they always feel fine. Others take the back seat, they watch the world go by. Living life alone, quietly and shy. When love strikes, those fires start to burn. Those lonely years melt away. Finally it's your turn and you say, life is good. Winter's blowing cold and love is forever and it never will grow old. Life is good when you're proud of what you do. Now giving your all to others and it all comes back to you. You can go year to year thinking life has nothing new. Special things go to others and you're glad for them, but then just like that it goes and changes. Just like that you say life is good. You were heading for the fall and you pick yourself up, you dust yourself off, and it didn't hurt at all. Life is good when you're proud of what you do. Now giving your all to others, come on now, try. Listen very closely to every laugh and sigh. Maybe there's a reason for all we do, giving your all to others, and it all comes back to you. To you. Love that song, Life is Good. All right. Birthdays, anniversaries.
Oh, we didn't go over that.
Oh, my producer just said we didn't go over that before the show. Now, you guys have watched me butcher these names for now nigh on. This is our 99th show. Also, let me add that we've got our 100th show coming up. And somebody said, "Are you going to do anything special for your 100th show?" And I thought, and yeah, maybe I won't forget the lyrics. Maybe I'll actually sing in tune. I don't know. We'll come up with something for the 100th show, and that's going to be done on my birthday, November 21st. So we're out. We're not having a show until, well, we're having a show right now, duh. But we're having a 99th show now. So our 100th show, and maybe we'll do it longer than a half an hour. I'm throwing these things.
Discuss that
Off camera.
Off camera.
Okay, but right now,
not a democracy.
yes. Birthdays, anniversaries. My grandniece, Tilly Taylor. By the way, how great is it to have the initials of TT? Yeah, that's good. Double T. Tilly Taylor, 10/17 was her birthday. Barb and Dave Steinberg. This is their anniversary. 10/20 was their anniversary, and 33 years. That's a long time married. Congratulations, people. Isaac Taylor, my nephew Isaac. He's a swell nephew. He is too. 10/25. He's also a good-looking guy. Competent, good looking. He's of good cheer. No, why are you? My producer's laughing at me. Why? Okay. And Kate Capshaw. Kate Capshaw is a dear friend of Gail's and mine. And November 3rd. Wait a second. My mother's birthday is November 3rd, isn't it?
I don't recall.
I do recall that Kate Capshaw and my mother, Trudy Taylor, share the same birthday.
How old would your mom be?
My mother would be, let me see, she passed,
8 years ago.
8 years ago. Oh, that's right, because we got married the week after. Oh, we didn't. I'm sorry. That refers to, that's more information than about the producer than I should have been letting on. Okay. 8 years ago, so she was 92, 93, born in 96, 97, 98, 99. She'd be, I think she's 100.
Wow.
I think
She
would be 100, yeah, this year. That notwithstanding, she is missed and she was loved and still is loved. So Kate Capshaw, my mother, same birthday. Gee, I've gone on way too long about that. All right, let me see. Okay, so I was wandering around, and sometimes I get these little pop songs stuck in my head. Once in your life you have found her, someone who turns your world around. Next thing you know, you're closing down the town. Wake up and she's still with you, even though you left her way across town. Wandered into yourself, Hey, what have I found? When you get caught between the moon and New York City, I know it's crazy, but it's true. Oh, when you get caught between the moon and New York City, the best that you can do is fall in love. I'm such a sucker for this stuff. Arthur, he does as he pleases. All of his life, his master's choice. Deep in his heart, he knows he's just a boy, living his life one day at a time, trying to show a really good time, wondering to himself, hey, what have I done? Now when you get caught between the moon and New York City, I know it's crazy, but it's true. Oh, when you get caught between the moon and New York City, the best that you can do, oh, the best that you can do, the best that you can do is fall in love. Written by Christopher Cross, Carol Bear Sager, Peter Allen, and Burt Bacharach. A lot of authors on that one. And I really like that song, Arthur's Theme. But this is a song written by Laura Nero. And when you hear this lyric, taking nothing away from Arthur's theme lyric, but this one by Laura Nero has that thread of pathos in it. Oh, and the pathos in the great pop melody, forget about it. You people are just about to hear a terrific pop song. Let's go down by the grapevine, drink my daddy's wine. Good morning. Down by the grapevine, drink my daddy's wine. Good morning. Morning. Oh, sweet blindness, a little magic, a little kindness. Oh, sweet blindness, all over me. 4 leaves on a clover, well, I'm just a bit of a shade hungover. Come on, baby, do a slow float. You're a good-looking riverboat. Ain't that sweet, that blindness good to me? Don't ask me, 'cause I ain't gonna tell you what I've been drinking. I ain't gonna tell you what I've been drinking. I ain't gonna tell you what I've been drinking. All over me. Please don't tell my mother that I'm a saloon and a moonshine lover. Come on, baby, do a slow float. You're a good looking riverboat. Ain't that sweet-eyed blindness good to me? Ain't that sweet-eyed blindness good to me? Oh, those lyrics. When Laura, she also sings in that song. I didn't sing it, but she also writes, "Don't let Daddy hear it. He don't believe in the gin mill spirit." Oh, and then, "Please don't tell my mother. I'm a saloon and a moonshine lover. Come on, baby, do a slow float. You're a good-looking riverboat. Ain't that sweet-eyed blindness good to me?" That Laura Nero was some special songwriter. All right. Upcoming shows right here. Right here. Let's see. We have, we've got some really nice shows coming up. November 3rd at a 5 p.m. show and an 8 p.m. show at Cafe Lena, Saratoga, New York, Cafe Lena. And there's a woman who's opening for me there, Rebecca Loby. And just listen, let me tell you, you can be iffy about Livingston Taylor. I got it. You wouldn't be alone, but if you're iffy about Livingston Taylor, but come Rebecca Loby, then I'll get on stage after Rebecca and you'll look at me and you'll go, "Thank you, Livingston. She was unbelievable." And I wouldn't have seen her had I not come to see you. So I will go up in your in stature in your brain. Now, November 4th, next night, we're at the Katharine Hepburn Theater. And that is, I'm sorry, Old Saybrook, Connecticut. I was thinking New London, but I'd be wrong. Old Saybrook, Connecticut, Katharine Hepburn Theater, which they refer to as the Kate. And that is a good place to see a show. And in particular, again, Rebecca Loby and Livingston Taylor there. Then November 11th, City Winery. Now, City Winery is sort of a franchise of basically nightclubs. There's a Boston City Winery, a New York City Winery. This is Philadelphia City Winery, and it is very, very good place to see a show. It's terrific. And that's November 11th. And then down to Richmond, Virginia, getting closer to North Carolina in that accent that I love so much. Anyhow, Tin Pan is a club in Richmond. And again, I've played there before. It's a wonderful spot. Then November 17th, Avalon Theater, Easton, Maryland. I don't know if you've been out to Easton or that eastern shore of Maryland, but you come out there. This will be November 17th. This is late fall, and the air will be clear. And if you're not there, get in your car, you drive over the Bay Bridge, and that is pretty special. Coming out of Annapolis and going across to the eastern shore, stay someplace around there and just have yourself a beautiful weekend. So Avalon Theater, and come and see Livingston Taylor. And hold on, I got to ask my producer, November 18th at 8 p.m. Where am I on the 18th? Because it's not. Pardon?
Did I mess that up?
No, you didn't mess that up. It just didn't.
November 18th, you're in Easton, Maryland.
Oh,
No, I missed, no, yeah, I put the little arrow. Richmond, Virginia on the 17th, Easton on the 18th.
I've got a Tin Pan, Richmond on the 17th, Avalon Theater on the 18th at 8 p.m. And so nobody messed anything up. I just read it wrong.
And then we didn't put it on there, but in December, you've got shows with Lucy Kaplansky and Carla Bonoff.
Yeah.
So people should check the website.
The producer is reminding me that I have shows with Lucy Kaplansky. And first off, her last name, Lucy Kaplansky, is so much fun to say. And her name isn't as fun to say as her music is terrific. Wonderful player. And I'm out with Carla Bonoff. God, isn't it always love that makes you hang your head? Oh, isn't it always love that makes you cry? Carla Bonoff, unbelievable, iconic singer, songwriter, contributor to that Laurel Canyon sound. Oh, she is not to be missed. And I'll be there too. Ka-ching. All right, where am I now? Oh. This is a song called I'm Not as Herbal as I Ought to Be. I hate to admit it, I eat a lot of greasy food. And if you don't believe it, catch me in the nude. Beavis and Butthead on my TV. Ring ding, Slim Jims, Jujubes, slamming brewskis in my DVDs. I'm not as herbal as I ought to be. I hate to admit it, I like tobacco. Yes, ma'am, Red Man, Prince Albert in a can, kiss me, Fidel Castro. I'm walking with my baby, what comes next? I smoke a cigar, she says forget about sex. Marlboro Man's got the hex on me. I'm not as herbal as I ought to be. White sugar buzz, it's making me a meanie. You are what you eat. Good God, I'm a weenie. I hate to admit it, I need a lot of caffeine. Fine ground, sludgy brown, stir it up, suck it down, I gotta come clean. Now those coffee shakes got me to my knees. I'm wide awake at 2:45. What made Seattle famous made a gerbil out of me. I'm not as herbal as I ought to be. Beep, 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 beep. All right. I'm getting the word.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. Remind your listening audience that you're going to release another song from your.
Oh, great. Yeah. I'm going to release tomorrow another song from that the BBC Symphony session. I went in June. I will remind you that I went in June to London and I recorded with the BBC Concert Orchestra, 58 players. And I played and sang with that amazing symphony, the charts of my friend Bill Elliott, who's been writing charts for me for, 40 years as we've done various Pops shows. So we've assembled them all, and we're releasing one a month. And so November 1, the second one is coming out. It's an arrangement to the great song, When Sunny Gets Blue. When Sunny Gets Blue. And October's release was a song of mine called Glad I Know You Well. I think you'll enjoy them both. And said one more time, this is the Livingston Taylor Show. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. We're out of time, we gotta go. We'll be back in a few weeks, I know. We're gonna turn on the tap and let it flow. It's the Livingston Taylor. Oh, it's the Livingston Taylor. It's the Livingston Taylor Show.